Everyone, I just wanted to show you a quick review of this ukulele, which I've just used in a couple other videos that you might see on this channel. It is my new KoAloha Opio concert ukulele with a spruce top. Now, if you're paying attention, I do have four other current KoAloha products in my house, and this makes number 5. Concert is my favorite scale. I have wanted one of the spruce tops for quite a while. And what's really interesting is the owner creator of KoAloha Pops, he designed these. And if you're not familiar with KoAloha, they use something called the unibrace, and I don't think I can get the lighting in there to let you see it. It's really quite an amazing, it's a single, you can see a little part of it right there. But it's a single brace that basically holds the body together, and then at shows, they take this body that they've built, put two pieces of wood over the top of it to protect it, and have people stand on it. And it holds. And it's an incredibly vibrant sound because the top is extremely um, not held back by the other bracing, which happens from time to time. And even some other ukulele companies are playing with how to do bracing differently. And Pops figured that out years ago. My 2004 full-blooded KoAloha Koa instrument has that same bracing as these do. Now, these were made in Thailand. KoAloha actually took their entire manufacturing process, went to Thailand, taught people how to make ukuleles according to their specs, the way that they wanted to make it. They even took their custom fretting cutting machine and built a second one there. And that's why the Opio is so much less expensive. If you want to buy a full Koa concert Koa instrument right now from Hawaii, made with koa and all that wood, the starting price is about $1,000, a little bit more than $1,000. And then if you want custom, the price just goes up even higher than that. These things sell for about $560, and this one went on sale for $230 used the other day, and I jumped on it. It currently has Worth Brown strings, and a lot of people really like Worth Browns. They're dark colored fluorocarbon, and they do look kind of cool on this really pale face. And when I originally saw these, that was what kind of put me off. Spruce is normally kind of yellowish for a lot of instruments, and this is almost like pale. Now, this is a little more yellow than some others, so maybe it darkens a little bit with age. And there's some scuffs and scratches on the instrument from being a 2016, but it's still basically the $560 instrument that you can buy today. The one difference that KoAloha has made in 2019, by the way, is they no longer put the word Opio here. If you look inside the sound hole, it'll say KoAloha Opio. But up on the headstock, other than their Hawaiian made ones, which will have abalone, kind of that pearlish inlay of the KoAloha logo, everything else just says KoAloha from this point on, because they see these as being equal to the instruments that they build in Hawaii, and they are. Representatives from the company travel back and forth all the time to make sure that things stay good. But as a side note, the company that's making these, that plant that makes these for KoAloha, now also is making some of their own instruments by the name Rebel, with KoAloha's blessing, and are being considered as some of the nicest instruments that are available. So these are being made in a really good situation as well. So, a little bit else: rosewood fretboard, rosewood bridge, bone saddle, bone nut, KoAloha's own friction tuners, and someday one of my purchases will be the Goto UPT tuners, which are planetary tuners that are kind of like geared tuners, but they look like friction tuners, and they are incredible. I mean, they're smooth as butter. They're great. Um, Someday I'll replace all of my OPOs with that. There are side mark dots right there, or side dots right there. Maple or mango, I can't remember. I think it's maple, but it might be mango dots on the inside. And then the bracing, of course, there's no kerfing. Like if you look inside there, there's no edge binding that you'll see in all those other ukuleles. There's just a couple of other braces and that one unibrace, which is just fantastic, which allows the instrument to be as loud as it is. Now, what would Spruce offer that my other ukuleles don't? And that's a great question, which is part of the reason why I wanted one, was to see the answer. It can be an expensive discovery method, but you know that you're dealing with quality whenever you see that double K symbol up on the top of your ukulele. So, when I was playing today around a little bit, and again, I can't compare perfectly. My Acacia model, which is all Acacia, has a low G, but it does overall sound darker even when I play the top three strings. I'll do a comparison video soon of this. And then the Koa model just has a different sound altogether. And there's a reason why Koa is such a favored tone wood. But I will say this is the other thing that I need to say, is that Pops, who designed, the Masubi sound hole and the unibrace and everything, the other thing is he makes a very special model called the Pineapple Sundae. And they're highly desirable. They're often used with pyrography. They put in the symbol of like either the KoAloha logo or a pineapple shape. They're shaped like a pineapple. They're really a beautiful instrument. Pops has decided to not build those out of full koa. He has a spruce, Engelmann spruce top with koa back and sides. And he thinks that that's the best total sound combination. Now, acacia is a sister tree or a cousin tree to the native koa, but koa is an acacia that only grows in Hawaii under those conditions. So spruce is supposed to be a brighter sound, and so I'll just let you hear a little bit, but it's not really in comparison. This is just with itself. So here is new to me, still Worth Browns. Again, I think I started talking about Worth Browns, but didn't finish talking about them. A lot of people like Worth Browns a lot. They're a fluorocarbon string, but they're dark colored. And I think I was talking about how they look nice on the instrument. But I'm used to playing with clear fluorocarbons. And I don't know how long I'll go with the Worth. I do find that the Worth are a little squeaky at times, and I know that these aren't new strings on this instrument and they still squeak a little bit, not in the same way that your metal strings would squeak, for example, on a wound string, but there is kind of a squeak there. The Aquila sugars will have that squeak sometime, but I'm generally a clear fluorocarbon guy, so I may eventually do that, and eventually I'll do a playing test of at least my 3 KoAloha concerts together so you can hear what those sound like. But again, neither one is apples to apples. It's my koa is tuned high G, but the acacia is tuned low. So anyway, enough of all that. Playing sounds on this ukulele as it is, shipped to me, tuned up just a couple times since I've had it, used it for a couple of videos, and here we go. To summarize it really quickly, it's a beautiful sound. It's different than the koa, but like many of high quality ukuleles that are available today, if this was the only ukulele you could buy, and that was all that was available, we'd all still be pretty lucky to have this, but we've got more choices than that, which is pretty cool. So that is my latest ukulele, at least at the summer solstice, Friday the 21st of June 2019. There'll be more, unfortunately, or fortunately, there will be more. And just wanted to share that with you, one of my ukuleles in my collection. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.